Okay, hi. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. It is like 5 after 6. I brought my scrunchie in case my hair starts bothering me. I hope you're all good. I know I haven't been around and haven't been doing much, have no excuse. But today, let's get started. I'm so unfocused. All right, I don't want to say I'm frazzled because I'm not, but I'm unfocused. What are we doing today? Oh, the first thing I want to talk about is there are new White Claws out. In case you haven't saw, there's new White Claws. Okay, so we have watermelon and then mango, which we've all had, lemon and tangerine. I like it. I've already started. Maybe that's why I'm not ready. I like the tangerine. I preferably would rather it in a glass, but I gotta get busy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jill. Hi, Eileen. I gotta get busy. We gotta get cooking. We have so much on the plate. No pun intended. Okay. I hope everybody's doing okay. Gosh, there's been so much going on. High school's ready to graduate. College graduations already. Did that. And my son graduated. My daughter went back down to Alabama for 2 weeks and got her car, and I flew down to Charlotte, and I met her, and I drove back. And other than that, we had the house painted on the first floor. We hit the beach a few days, and now I'm ready to get back to you guys. Hi, Catherine. Whatchamacallit? My sisters text me, hi, Robin. I'm here. I'm on. Okay, so what do I have for you today? I have 2 happy hours, drink of the day plus a snack. So first we're gonna be doing drunken steak. All right, now, the reason I'm doing drunken steak is because we're going to be doing dark and drunken, dark and stormies, a little bit dark, a little bit lighten up. We are gonna do everything a little bit dark today. I don't know where everybody lives, but the bulk of our watchers are from New Jersey, where I live, by the coast, by the shore, the Jersey Shore. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. We have bad weather, dark and stormy weather. So we're gonna be making drunken steak. And I went out to the liquor store. I was gonna buy this one type of rum and they didn't have it. So I bought Myers rum, which is, as my son said, he bartended at a tiki bar last summer. It's really great when you want to make a drink with a floater, but it's also good for your dark and stormies. So first thing I'm gonna do is get started on the steak though. The cocktail can wait a bit because the steak has to cook. All right, so we are going to take, think of this marinade, it breaks down the steak's toughness. So the longer you marinate, the better. But in this case, it's got alcohol in it and it's got sugar. 4 to 5 hours would be optimal for a steak like a flank steak, something that has the membranes that you want to break down, because don't forget, this is, I'm gonna put that on low. This is happy hour, so we're making things that we can just take a few bites of, and we don't want to sit there and chew. We don't want to use a knife and fork. This is not food for a barbecue that you're gonna sit and put on a plate. This is grab and go, grab and sit. Grab it, sit on the porch, grab it and sit by your fire pit. So ShopRite had steak on sale, and we are using a beef rib boneless club steak. Beautiful piece of steak. Let me just get a fork. Okay, so I've already have mine marinating because we want to get that started, but we'll just show you. You're gonna take your steak, and of course you're gonna cut away all the bits of fat, blah, blah, blah. All right, and let me just show you. It's probably a little bit too big, maybe something along this line, little bite size. All right, so take your steak. This recipe calls for 1 to 2 pounds of steak per the marinade. Doesn't matter, you can make less of the marinade, you can make more. Let's face it, it's good steak. It doesn't have to marinate. Mine's only been marinating an hour. Hi, Donna Meyer. Hi, Robin. And, okay, so here we go once again. It could be as little as that. All right. I'm gonna take that off because it's really hot now. I just wanted to get it hot. All right, so into a Ziploc bag, you are going to take half a cup of the dark lemon. Let me get my thing, thought I was ready. Thought I was ready, but I wasn't. All right, so let's take a half a cup of the dark rum and dump that in. And again, if you don't have dark rum, you can literally make this with red wine. You can make it with vodka. You can make it with, what else could you make it with? Anything, gin, red wine. It's drunken steak. We just want to marinate it. We want to get it all souped up. Hi, Maureen. And we just want to get it all flavorful. We just want a good marinade. All right, now we got a half a lemon cut in half. That was another thing. I don't have lemons, and because rum and limes go so well together, obviously, that's how you make a dark and stormy. I thought I'm just gonna use a lime and see what it is. I don't know much about cooking, but I do know that, that they want the acid with the sweet, and they want citrus. Oh, there goes my phone. So I am doing a half a lime, and I'm just squeezing it into the bag of rum. All right. Now they call for 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. I like coconut aminos if you're on the gluten-free track or the healthier track. I hope that phone doesn't fall. This is the soy sauce I use. It's gluten-free. Love this. If you see it in the store, pick it up. It's wheat-free. It is reduced sodium. It has 0 carbs. It's great stuff. So see that? Take a picture of it. All right. So that you want 5 tablespoons of. I measured this once. I call it I do 5 of these packets. Cut them all at once. Oh, everybody, it's Friday. Let's have a drink. I'll drink my drink when it's done, but I'll have this. Oh, Robin doesn't like the rum. Well, Robin, I think you would like this rum drink I'm gonna make. I don't think you like Malibu and all those islandy, frothy, on vacation, all-inclusive, cheap rums. This is a beautiful rum I'm using. This is Myers rum. It's 100% Jamaican, original dark. But we all know the darker the liquor, the more hangover you get. So that's why you're just gonna have like 1 or 2 dark rums. You're not gonna sit there all night. What am I making, Maureen? I am making drunken steak right now. Hi, Kelly. All right, we're gonna have to tape up my phone better. I don't know where my stand was, and that's that. Well, we're gonna have to figure something out. Let's put that lime there. Hope you still can hear me. Okay. Gonna shut that off for a bit because I can't even hear myself think. All right, so into the Ziploc bag, let's refresh. Half a cup of dark rum, 5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. All right, so I got my handy dandy brown sugar. Oh. What's everybody drinking tonight? If you're not drinking a dark and stormy. Let's post it up there for me so we can all participate. Rum doesn't like me, Robin says. Yes, I know, but if you have this, I'm telling you, I will make you a dark and stormy. If you like ginger ale, you'll love this. Okay, and next is 2 scallions. I didn't have scallions, so in the marinade I pre-made, I did shallots. You know, anything oniony. Shallots, sweet Vidalia onion. If you wanted to grate it to get the juice, that would be even better. But if you want to just chop it very finely, just put that marinade in. They just don't want you to use a yellow onion that's like really, you know, like a strong onion flavor. The steak, you don't need that. You just need, I have to take my phone out. You just need a nice, let's fix that. I can't believe this. All right, well, you know what? I haven't been back in a while. Robin's drinking Pinot. All right, let's see. So that's that. 2 scallions chopped, mix the marinade, add your steak, zip it up, put it in the fridge. Again, this is the rib boneless, so it doesn't need to marinate for more than an hour. Let me just wash my hands quick. Sorry, guys. Always got to do the soap and water when you have steak. I actually bought these little wipes, so antibacterial. I like to keep them by my stove just in case you want to quick wash and you can't get to it. All right, so that's literally it for the marinade. It's that simple, it's that easy. Then an hour later, take it out of the oven, out of the fridge, and let it sit on the counter for like 15 minutes. Mine's been sitting about 10. Let it sit because you just want to get it nice and almost room temp. You just don't want it too cold when it hits the hot pan. Now, a couple things. Let's very quickly talk about this. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. You can cube it or strip it. If you want to strip it, meaning like cut it in long, thin strips, if you're going to grill it, that would be great. If you're going to cook it inside and have it for your happy hour, I say just cube it. Now, also, you don't have to even put this on the skewer. I'm just doing it because when I finish with it, oh my God, the marinade smells so good. I feel like I'm on vacation already. I feel like I'm at the islands. All right, so now, because this is only us eating it, I could put 2 or 3 cubes and everybody could just take it on their little cocktail plate. But if you were serving for company, you would just want to put 1. All right, now I have the nice pan. I don't have to add olive oil or anything to it because it's got the alcohol. So that will sugar it up while we're cooking it. And I hope it comes out excellent. All right, so my points were mix the marinade, add the cube steak, and refrigerate at least 1 hour. If it's good steak, if it's a tougher piece of steak, 4 to 5. No, don't do this one overnight. I think that's just too much sugar, too much alcohol taste. Now you want your cast iron hot, and then like I said, you could cube this if you're stripping it just on the steak. If you're cooking the whole steak whole and you'd rather just cube it up after you cook it, you'll have less mess on your hands. Up to you, whichever way you want to do it. And a good thing to do is have a set of tongs handy because you'll want to flip them, and you really want a good sear on all the sides. And then depending how you like your meat, we like ours medium rare, you just cook it on the cast iron and it would be good to go. If you prefer a little bit longer cook, of course put your broiler on, and that's why I like to use the cast iron, because then you could just take that cast iron and plop it in the broiler and boom, you're done. And I know a lot of the newer cookware, you can actually also just put right from stovetop to oven. So that's a great thing. Okay, once again, I gotta wash my hands. This is why I put my wipes out today, but I didn't open them yet, so that would be a whole nother thing. All right, and again, I will put this recipe up. I'm not sure if I put the last recipe up. So I might have forgotten that. So excuse me, I'll look and I'll check. I've been off the grid, as they say. All right, what else do we want to say? You want to throw out this marinade. You don't want this marinade to, you certainly don't want this marinade to use again. So you have to throw it away. It was marinating your raw meat. Just throw it away. All right, and listen, there was no steak. There was no salt. There was no pepper added to this. If it comes off the cast iron, or if you're lucky enough to be able to grill tonight. I'm very dark in this picture, no? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. If it's not seasoned enough, by all means, after it cooks, throw some, I don't know. I feel like I'm so dark. Throw some salt and pepper on it. But for right now, I'm not going to. Robin says no. Okay, that works. All right. So again, 1 pound would be good enough for 2 people if it's a nice, probably 4 people if you're serving other things. This is our dinner tonight. There is some leftover pizza if they don't want steak. But if I were you and you're doing it on the stove, I wouldn't put it on the skewers beforehand. I would use the cubes. I would cube it after. I mean, not cube it after. I would, stick it after to plate it. Got a pretty plate, all at the ready. Because there's not enough room then in my little cast iron. There's not enough room. All right, and if you're concerned with the sugar sticking, you could spray a little of the pound or the Crisco quick release. That would work too. All right, so enough about the steak. I'm bored with that. I hope it turns out good. All right, so we got this beautiful piece of steak, and I think I'm just gonna take that steak, what left over, what I didn't cube, and I'm just gonna throw it in my leftover marinade, and I'm gonna let that sit in the fridge for an hour. And then when everybody's ready for dinner, I will just simply throw that on the grill or the stovetop. All right, now let's get down to my favorite part. Let's get down to the cocktails, all right? All right, so here we go. So Dark and Stormy's, not really knowledgeable about a lot of rum. The only way I really drank rum as a younger person was rum and Coke, right? Everybody drinks rum and Coke. So I really next week want to do a tiki cocktail hour for you guys. So I started Googling and reading all about Mai Tais. I knew a little bit of Mai Tais from Trader Joe's in New York, but not a lot. But we're not there yet. The weather's not cooperating, and I have cute glasses on the order. So let's just start with our cocktails as this cooks. All right, so that was about 2 minutes, and one side's already done. That easy. If you needed a little marinade to serve with this, by all means, put some soy sauce next to it in a bowl. If it's adults, put a little splash of rum in your soy sauce, and you'd be good to go. You be ready, Jamaican man, to have a little. All right. And what's the other thing? Yes, I would spray the cast iron. Mine is, hi Paul, hi Liz. I mean Leah, Elizabeth, and Paul. Now let's get down to it. So I have 3 ways to make this. I have a dark and drunken, I have a dark and stormy, and I have a dark and let's lighten up. All right, so let's start with the dark and drunken first. Let me get this light on. I am going to turn that on low because it's already done. I think that's a little better. Hi, everyone. All right, so this is really simple. We're going to do 3 drinks in 3 different glasses. So your larger glass will get the lighten up. Your medium tall glass will get the dark and stormy, and your dark and drunken will get a beautiful highball. All right, so into the first, really simple, is this would make 2 drinks. What am I doing? Which one am I doing? Okay. This is the first one. This is just really simple. This I will do the dark and lighten up first. We'll go from light to darkest first. All right, so we will take 1 lime, cut into 4. Now this is enough for 2 people, because even if you're not, even if you're drinking alone, you want more than 1. I can't find my clean knife. Hold on a second. All right, so you cut your lime into 4 wedges. And again, this is enough to make 2 cocktails. All right, this is a delicious recipe. This one I've had before. Not so easy, but you want to take your lime, take a nice wedge, and take a muddler. If you don't have your muddler, where's my muddler? See? Where's my muddler? I just had it out. What do you want? It's my first day back. Of course I'm gonna forget. Of course I'm gonna forget things. Okay, here's my muddler. Now, if you don't have a muddler, use a wooden spoon. If you don't have a wooden spoon, use the back of a spoon. Use a ladle. Whatever you have, you just wanna get all the lime juice out of there. Squeezing isn't enough for this one. All right? Actually, I'm gonna muddle 2 limes. What the heck is good with muddling a wedge? I hope everybody's good. Text me some stuff so I can talk to you while I'm muddling. All right? Now, that looks like it garnered at least 3 tablespoons of lime juice. Okay, So you have a 1/4 cup of freshly squeezed limes. Let me get that into a glass. Let's just pretend, because I forgot to get my lime juice this week. You know my trusty lime juice. I love my lime juice. What is that? The key lime juice, Nellie's. All right, so we're just gonna keep squeezing. All right, so we're gonna do the muddled lime, and to that we're going to add the lime juice and simple syrup. Oh geez, this was the cocktail. All right, so I will tell you, not a secret, but this cocktail I wasn't going to do. I was just going to do the 2 different types of dark and stormy, but I like to add things at 5 of 6 right before I'm supposed to go on. All right, so we add simple syrup. Okay, so this is really easy. It's literally 2 lime wedges muddled. Then it's a 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed lime juice, a 1/4 cup of simple syrup, a 1/2 cup of dark rum. So 1/4 cup simple syrup, 1/4 cup lime juice, and a 1/2 cup of dark rum. A little extra for measure. Oh, hi, Tom Degnan. Look at you. My husband's watching for the first time ever. Hello, Tom. Are you seeing what you're going to have for dinner? All right. Now we want a 1/2 cup of ice. Okay. And we will now shake that. And then we're going to add. All right. And now we're going to add our sparkling water. This is from Sam's Club, so it's just Kirkland Italian sparkling mineral water. If you have San Pellegrino, you can use that. This is in plastic bottles because we like to take them to the beach, so we don't like to bring glass. But I did read a lot about mineral water because I wanted to know the difference between mineral water and sparkling water. And the best mineral water to make a drink with is in glass bottles. San Pellegrino didn't even come in first. So, all right, so in a nice highball, not highball, nice big tall glass. Look at this, Tom, I'm using your glass. Best dad ever. You're going to pour 1/2 of your container in. Seems about right. And then you're gonna fill the rest of the way up with delicious Italian sparkling water. Then you're gonna squeeze more lime in that, and you're gonna say ching ching. Aqua panna. Yes, aqua panna is great. I bought the wrong aqua panna. The aqua panna I bought was the still, so make sure you get sparkling. Okay, I bet this is gonna be my favorite of the night because it is so refreshing. You totally get the lime without what I'm going to make next, the heavy soda or ginger beer flavor. This is delicious. Doreen, you will love this. Again, this will make 2 drinks. Get 1 lime, cut it up into 4 wedges, get 2 more limes and juice them. Okay, take a 1/4 cup, take the 2 wedges, muddle them, take a 1/4 cup of lime juice, a 1/4 cup of simple syrup, which is just sugar and water boiled down to a nice syrup, let it cool. 1/2 cup of dark rum and a 1/2 cup of ice. That easy. Shake it, pour it into a glass, top it off with, I don't know, 1/2 cup of sparkling water, San Pellegrino, Aqua Panna, Kirkland, Sam's Club. And then, oh, I did in this recipe, it does say to add a little salt. I will try it. I will let you know I will let you know. I've never had salt in this. All right, let me mix that up very quickly. Okay, gives it a nice little bite to it. I liked it without the salt, so do as you wish. All right, our steak is done. Probably might be a little too rare for some of you, but in this house we like the meat rare. So let's get to that. All right. Darling, let me taste it. I know I'm in the middle of making drinks, but delicious. Delicious. Tom, you're gonna enjoy dinner tonight. Okay, let me put the steak to the side, shut everything off, and let me continue with our Drunkin, Darkin, Stormin, Norman nights. All right, so that was the first one. That was the what I call dark and let's lighten up. Now we're gonna go on to dark and stormin'. Okay, so into a glass. Let me just pour this into another cup so we don't waste it. And I don't have to worry about rinsing it because the next drink is gonna be basically just the same. Okay, so into a cocktail shaker, or actually you don't even need a cocktail shaker. That's why I didn't bring two. So into a nice tall glass, right? You are going to take, you're going to take, I got confused, 2 ounces of your dark rum. 2 ounces of dark rum, and this is a dark and stormy. And then you're gonna take some ice. I do like a lot of ice. Okay, and now you're gonna take a wedge of lime. That's really simple. Have your nice wedge of lime ready. Okay, now we're gonna talk about this. The dark and stormin' is just a different version of, oh no, I'm sorry, dark and drunken. This is a dark and drunken. It's simply, no, all right, let me go back. Robin's gonna kill me. Hi, Matt. Now everybody's watching, and Matt says, smells good. Yes, it is good. Let's retreat. The dark and let's lighten up is with the mineral water. The dark and storming is with the ginger beer. Okay, so here we go. This is Gosling's. They also make the rum. I didn't choose the Gosling's, I chose the Meyer. Same price, just wanted to go with the Meyer. This is diet because I just figured if I could save a little calorie here and there. All right, so we have our cup of ice and we have our 2 ounces of dark rum. And now you're gonna take 5 ounces of ginger beer. And because I measured with this cap, I'm just gonna do that again. All right, and then you're gonna take your lime wedge, squeeze it in, take your ice. All right. It's delicious. It's definitely more of a drink, more of a cocktail than the first one. The first one is light, summery, refreshing. It's a dark and let's lighten up. This one's a dark and stormin'. Okay, so that's my take on a dark and stormy with Diet Gosling's ginger beer. All right, and now, last but not least, couldn't be simpler. This is a different version of a dark and stormy. This is so simple. This is literally 1 to 2 ounces of Meyer rum. Let's just go with the 2 ounces because that's what we put in everything else. And then ginger ale. So I bought this Q ginger ale. We don't drink, the only time we drink ginger ale is when your stomach hurts. So I figured if I'm gonna make a cocktail with it, I would get the good kind. It's very, I opened it up last week just to taste it. It's very, very, very strong ginger. But for those who might not have ginger beer handy, which has no alcohol in it, by the way. So anyone that just wants to make a faux one for their kid, you could just have the ginger beer with lime and not use the rum. But the ginger ale is just a version of the dark and stormy that people, especially Martha Stewart, likes when she doesn't have ginger beer. This is it. There's no, in the ginger ale one, there's no lime, there's no nothing. It's just 2 ounces of dark rum to ginger ale. Okay, so because this Q ginger ale from Brooklyn is so strong, I like this one better. This one is actually a little bit lighter than this one. So I highly recommend, out of all three, The dark and lighten up if you just want a nice, clean, refreshing cocktail. And if you really want to drink like a dark and stormy, I really like the dark rum, Gosling's or Myers. I think I said that, with the ginger beer and the lime. I think this is the winner. Winner, winner, drunken dinner. All right, so that's it. Hi, Lisa, how are you? I'm going to get back to cooking and grilling more steak for my family. I know, okay, I'm all over the place. Sorry, I should have just stuck to the two different types of dark and stormies, one using ginger ale, one using ginger beer. I didn't think I was a fan of the ginger beer. Ah, I love this. If you see this at your local market, pick it up, and the diet, I'm sure, will help. For those watching our weight this summer, hi Lisa. And that's it. I hope everyone stays safe, stays healthy, drink more. You'll forget about everything. Keep the TV off, and just to love your family and be good to each other. So, ching ching. We'll talk to you hopefully over the weekend. Bye. Gotta finish.